On to some positive developments. There has been a second breakthrough in the Wuhan virus vaccine race. US biotech firm Moderna has said that its COVID-19 vaccine has now shown 94.5% efficacy, which means it has proven to be 94.5% effective in preventing the Wuhan virus. Now, this result is based on a preliminary trial of 30,000 volunteers. The study is still ongoing, but that should not stop you from asking this question. What does Moderna's news mean for you and me? Will we have a vaccine in store in a couple of weeks? Moderna's president says that the company still needs to complete the regulatory process.
It's really just a milestone, though. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Knowing the vaccine is going to be effective is great news, but we still need to complete the regulatory process, which involves completing the study and generating more data, even some follow-up and safety data. And then, of course, we need to get busy manufacturing.
The company plans to submit applications for emergency authorization in the United States. Moderna says the process will take a couple of weeks. The company hopes to roll out 20 million doses of the vaccine by the end of 2020. It is also aiming to make 500 million to a billion doses next year, which means countries will be engaged in that race to get their hands on that vaccine. Which countries will get it? Moderna has signed a deal with the US government. The deal is for 100 million doses of the vaccine. The firm also has a deal with Japan. Moderna is the second American company to release positive data from its phase 3 clinical trials. Last week, Pfizer and BioNTech announced that their vaccine candidate was found to be 90% effective. The vaccine makers believe that they will be able to deliver the shot by the end of this year, and the results should be seen by the summer of next year. Here's what BioNTech's co-founder Ugur Sahin has to say.
This winter will be hard, so we will not have a big impact on the infection numbers with our vaccine in this winter. If everything continues to go well, we will start to deliver the vaccine end of this year, beginning next year. The bigger impact will happen until summer. The summer will help us anyway, because the infection rate will go down in summer. And what is absolutely essential is that we get a high vaccination rate.
Pfizer has already received an advanced order from the United States, the United Kingdom, the European Union and Japan. The UK is expected to get 10 million doses of this vaccine by the end of next month itself. And then there is Russia's Sputnik 5. Its sponsor, the Russian direct investment fund maker, said last week that Sputnik 5 is 92% effective. In fact, we spoke to a Russian correspondent who was administered this experimental vaccine. Listen in to what she told us.
I can tell you my experiences as I was vaccinated by Sputnik V vaccine. In September I had the first application, and the second one I had in early October. After the first application I didn't even notice any change of my general condition. After the second one I had a little increase of temperature during 2 days after it. Now I feel good. I have coronavirus antibodies in my organism, but most important that I feel calm, as I'm not afraid of coronavirus anymore.
India has already placed advanced orders for Sputnik 5, as have Mexico and Brazil, among others. The streak of good news around vaccines coming at a time when the world is battling a fresh wave of the Wuhan virus. As of this evening, the total number of cases standing close to 55 million. At least 1.3 million have lost their lives. The United States topping the list of the most affected countries with over 11 million cases. It is followed by India, Brazil, France, Russia, Spain, the UK, Argentina, Colombia and Italy. France is in the middle of a second lockdown now. Australia enters a 3-week lockdown on the 17th of November. Germany has closed restaurants, bars, cinemas, gyms, leisure travel. Portugal has announced night curfews and weekend shutdowns in around 200 municipalities. Authorities in the UK claim that the number of infections in the school children have grown quote-unquote, significantly in the second wave of the virus. Thousands of miles from the UK, India's capital is also experiencing a third wave. Authorities say the peak has crossed and Delhi will not be entering a lockdown. Elsewhere in India, authorities are preparing for a fresh wave. As of this evening, the total number of virus cases in India stood at over 8.8 million. India is currently the second most affected country after America.